Audit Plan by Daryl McMorris. 24FSATC420, November 29th, 2024. Summary. Patterson UTI conducts daily drilling services that involve hundreds of employees. The drilling services that are being performed on the rigs are on rigs that employees are consistently using to drill for oil and gas before they are eventually disassembled and moved. Patterson UTI rigs desire audit plans that will ensure that their employees are not being exposed to hazards or risks. Our audit plan was created using element from American National Standard 2005 Z10 Occupational Health and Safety Management Systems to successfully mitigate or eliminate any hazards or risks. The audit objectives. The objective of this audit is to evaluate Patterson UTI ability to monitor, measure, and assess hazards and risks. The audit criteria and any reference documents. This audit criteria will be based on the element protection and continual improvement of employee health and safety, cited from American National Standard 2005 Z10 Occupational Health and Safety Management Systems, in reference to Patterson UTI policies and procedures. The scope, including the identification of organizational and functional units and processes to be audited. The scope of this audit to assess Patterson UTI ability to conduct workplace inspections and testing, perform exposure assessments, produce injuries, illness and incident tracking, measure employee input, address the occupational health assessments, execute methods required by the organization OHSMS according to the American National Standard Z10 Occupational Health and Safety Management Systems. The dates and places where the on-site audit activities are to be conducted. This audit will be conducted on November 29, 2024 at Patterson UTI drilling location within West Texas Permian Basin. The expected time and duration for the on-site audit activities, including meetings with the auditee management and audit management team meetings. The audit expected time and duration on-site audit activities start at 0800 for the auditees management meeting and 0830 for the audit team meeting. The actual audit will begin at 0900. The roles and responsibility of the audit team members and any accompanying person. Audit team members. Number 1 is to audit workplace inspection and testing. This audit team member is an expert in identifying electrical hazards, faulty work equipment, and recognize potential risks. Audit team member number 2 is to audit exposure assessment. This audit team member is an expert tracking the amount of time that a worker is exposed to high noise or vibrating equipment. Audit team member number 3 is to audit injury, illness, and incident tracking. This audit team member is an expert in producing a correct tracking for any injuries, illnesses, or incidents. Audit team member number 4 is to audit employee input and occupational health assessments. This audit team member is an expert in recognizing what input is needed from employees and knows how to conduct occupational health assessments. Audit team member number 5 is to examine methods required by the organizational OHSMS. This audit team member is an expert in addressing what areas for improvements within the organization OHSMS are needed. The allocation of appropriate resources to critical areas of the audit. This audit does not require allocation of resources. Identification of the auditee representative for the audit. Auditee representative Daryl McMorris. The working and reporting language of the audit where this is different from the language of the auditor or the auditee. The working and reporting will be English. The audit report topics include any methods for nonconformity grading, format, structure, expected date of issue, and distribution. The report in order, satisfactory items, unsatisfactory items, and questions about findings. Logistic arrangement, travel, on-site facilities, etc. There are no logistic arrangement needed. Matters related to confidentiality. The contents of this audit are to remain confident to Patterson UTI. Conclusion. This audit plan once again was created based on an element from the American National Standard 2005 Z10 Occupational Health and Safety Management Systems, which has helped demonstrate the ability for help Patterson UTI grow. The ideal of building a precise audit plan is to show Patterson UTI their successes and failure within the work environments. An audit plan can be revised at any set time in order to address all new situations that arise from changing environments.